Hey, how's it going? And welcome to another episode of NieR Replicant. In the last episode, we went to the Baron Temple, we cleared that, and we rescued the prince of this weird-ass sand village, so I think now we just have to talk to Kaine, or we're leaving to go back to our home. I don't remember exactly, so let's just jump into this. Let's just see where it goes. This entire area was so unexpected, so I don't really know where the rest of this could possibly go. Alright, Kaine, let's go. Time to make our way back through this desert.
Oh, okay. Rules are rules, even if they are absurd.
I don't think they're absurd.
I think they're a little absurd.
Those rules are important to the masked people.
You don't say.
I do. And I think it's important we respect that.
Well, the boy is beginning to sound like a man.
Boy, I'm not a kid, you know.
Am I not?
Hey, less talking, more walking.
I don't think I even know how old these characters are, to be completely honest. I also don't know if I'm even going the right way. I have no map for this area, so I don't really know what I'm doing. Shouldn't take too much longer. I believe the exit's right up here. Yeah, there we go. And we're back from the desert. Didn't take as long as I thought it might. Alright. I don't know where we're actually supposed to be going. Do I... Quest? Oh. I don't think there's anything there that's actually going to be helpful to me right now. Oh, I need that. Give me... There we go. I should by now have nearly all the tails I need. Actually, let me check that real quick. She needs a melon. 3 and 4. Okay, so I'm nearly there. It's still gonna take a while, but I figure I'll probably come across them like this. Look at that. So easy. I don't even gotta do anything, and eventually I'll just come across all of them, I hope. At the very least, I know where to find them now, though. Alright, we're home. So it does look like we gotta go see Yona first, so I'm just gonna save it real quick before we go inside. Any mail for us? Nope. Alright, I'm home. Is there anything good for us this time? Oh, more gold this time.
Yona?
Oh, hey.
How are you feeling?
Better, now that I'm taking the medicine you brought.
Good.
By the way, are you gonna stay here today?
Sure, I'll stay. Why not?
Really? You'll stay with me? Really?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Yona. I'll stay.
Yay!
Now get back to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, of course I'll stay with you, Yona. Think I'm just gonna fucking leave you? Well, I was gonna say, think I would just abandon you, leave you alone? I do that every day. I hear a voice. I squint and see a boy standing before me. His hair is silver, his skin is pale, and he stares up at me with hard, glassy eyes. Soon his lips begin to move, but no sound comes out. What is he saying? I can't hear him. 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 I can't. I try to leave, but something about that boy holds my gaze. I watch his face, expressionless, as his lips slowly flutter. What is he trying to say? Wait, it's a phrase. I can almost make it out. It starts with an S, then there's an E. I can almost see it now. The letters begin to fall together, one after the other, faster and faster. What is that? I don't even know how to pronounce. Sealed verse. I'm dumb. I couldn't read it for some reason. It's a sealed verse. Okay, yeah, sure. Makes sense now. The thing I'm looking for, the key to saving my sister. I stare at the boy with renewed ferocity, trying desperately to make out his next word. Dream. Oh, D-R-E-A-M. I guess I was supposed to spell that out, huh? Okay. Dream. What? What the hell does that mean? The lips move again, faster now. I can't follow them. Damn it! I can't make it out. I want to scream. I want to tear the walls down around me, but instead, I force myself to be calm. I can do this. I could do it for Yona. Slowly, ever so slowly, I parse out the letters that make up his final words. F-O-R-E-S-T-O-F-M-Y-T-H. The next morning. What a weird dream.
Just a dream. Even in my dreams, I'm hunting sealed verses.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning, Yona.
What's wrong? Are you feeling sick too?
No, I had a strange dream.
What was it about?
I feel like that's a bit of
It's
an
nothing.
understatement.
Don't
It was
worry about it.
a very weird dream.
Because I had a dream too.
You did?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Me and this boy were playing a game together.
What kind of
Huh.
game?
You
It
don't
was
say.
called Guess the Words. I think he made it up because I never heard of it before.
How
Wow,
did it
so we had
work?
the same dream last
He
night?
would move his mouth, but no
That's
words
weird.
would come out. Then I had to guess what he was trying to say.
Why was it formed as a game for her and like a haunting figure in my
We had to
dream?
play his dumb game instead.
I feel like my dream was more of a nightmare than it was for her.
So what did he say?
I don't know. All I could figure out was dream and forest of myth. But don't worry, I'm gonna study hard so that next time I can figure out everything. We should play a game together sometime too.
Yeah, let's do
Sure,
that.
Yona.
That'd be nice.
Don't forget the...
Yeah, I know. I gotta look for a melon still. Maybe I'll check the market while I'm here.
Something troubling you, lad?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Come on, I need to go ask Popola something.
So let's go. But I'm gonna just pause the recording here real quick, and then I'm gonna go check to see if there's a melon, and if not, I'll just cut back to talking to Popola or whatever. So I'll be back here in a second. Alright, I'm back. I checked the market and I couldn't find any melons or anything, so I'll probably have to check on the seafront or something, but now we're just on our way to get back here to talk to Popola or whatever and continue the story. What's up, Popola?
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Dearest Popola, I hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing in hopes of bringing to your attention a certain dream issue of concern regarding recent events in Dream the Village. What? I was hoping I might be able to get your advice on the matter. Recently there have been dream reports, dream of a certain dream of dream, evil dream, empty dream, curse, dream, evil dream, words, blah blah blah. So let's see. Recently there have been reports of a certain evil curse, evil words, and someone. That was the weirdest piece of writing I've ever had to read. It was like obviously slightly in code because there were words in there that make sense or whatever, but that was such a mindfuck to read because I was not expecting that at all.
the mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth.
That was such a...
wooded
my
area
brain
in the
feels
north.
like it was overloading on
Forest
trying to
of
read
Myth?
that.
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will? But...
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
I do?
Well, all right. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I guess I do because of the dream, huh? I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I've never even heard of this place. My brain's still warming up a bit. I feel like I'm just not all there yet today. Likers came back. He came back home to see me. Yay! Alright, I guess we'll just continue on. Oh, that land must fucking hurt your knees. That shit looked uncomfortable. Oh look, the loading screen is waving at me now. That's kind of cool. I don't know if I've seen that animation during the loading screen yet. Alright, so where are we going? Oh yeah, also I bought a bunch of maps in the marketplace just in case I needed any of them. Alright, off we go. Now we just gotta make it to the Forest of Myth and hope that nothing too crazy happens on the way. I'll just take that one out because he was in my way, really. Oh, she's right behind. I keep forgetting that I have another party member. What is this? Wait.
Hey, it's a wild boar.
Have you the skill to hunt one of those down?
I don't know. They look pretty strong.
Was this the one from the side mission I was supposed to do?
This is impossible.
Is it? Wasn't impossible. You lied. Look at that. Boar hunt. I just have to report back to the client, which was who? An old man sitting next to an item shop. Okay. Yeah, next time we come back through here, and we're on our way back to the village, I'll stop in and turn in that quest is what I meant to say. My brain really is just not working today. And I'm just gonna run past all these guys because I don't feel like it really matters too much. This is a nice little forest village.
Sure is quiet here.
Such silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way.
Save it real quick.
I'm certain of it.
You know, a little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Vice.
Such cheek.
Hello, old man.
What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
You're the mayor here?
Those who dream?
Hold a moment.
Are you high?
There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Are you high? What is happening? Vice's voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are
Did they just give voice to a narrator? What is
We
happening?
heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at Lycoris and Vice.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream has spread across the Forest of Myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. Fuck my brain. I can't fucking speak at all. The village mayor had determined the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Vice stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching
Now, see
slightly.
here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes,
Said the mayor.
I think you have.
In other words,
Said
we
Lycoris.
caught the death dream?
Before the mayor could confirm Lycoris's suspicion, Vice exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Lycoris had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village,
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream.
said the mayor.
A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Lycoris and Vice racked their brains, but couldn't find no easy solution. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Vice does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Vice chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his
It
pride.
does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
Irritated, Vice looked skyward, as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Lycoris like a contagion. Wait, said Lycoris suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing a startled Vice aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming, or something that dreams, or... Wow, what the hell was it? A sheep? Cried Vice suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a minute before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Lycoris's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream, that's what he said. I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of paper from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Lycoris. I don't know what sheaf means. I don't think I've ever heard that word before. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but studied the disease we call the Death Dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Vice immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out. But I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. Lycoris nodded in agreement. Huh, wait a second, I didn't nod. Look, if we could be of any help, said Lycoris, just ask. Now, hold on, I did not just say that. Silence, cried Weiss. The grimoire looked from Lycoris to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss's face is always confident, thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without you knowing of it. But yet you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said. You're right. You're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Weiss. And dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called out at the departing forms of Lycoris and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As Lycoris slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Lycoris's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of this place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot, the mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Lycoris to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Lycoris snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Lycoris leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. Lycoris slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what's going on? Lycoris could see Weiss's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then just as Lycoris's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zree, 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 zree. Shach, shach, shach. Chicky, chicky, chicky. Woo, woo, woom. Then more noises. As the insect's symphony dimmed another decibel, Lycoris began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. One with it is lacking? What? Oh, 1, with it is lacking. 2, with it is ideal. 3, with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1, with it is lacking. 2, with it is ideal. 3, with it is dangerous. What is it? The answer is a secret. The answer is a seesaw. How should I know? I would guess a secret, because that's the only thing that really makes sense, but I don't know. So, let's just guess secret. Yeah, I fucked up. Inwardly furious, the Vice left the task to him. Lycurus sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right? The sound of the insect stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Lycurus like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest anthropods are making a road for us, said Vice with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Lycurus made on with new intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said Lycurus after a bit. Vice spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Vice finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest. Spring. Smiling, Lycurus picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Vice. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absurdly easy, barked Vice. Now answer it. Lycurus grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right, after all, this one is pretty easy. I enter through the windows, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight flittered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Vice softly, I've never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intention of this place. Hey, look! Cried Lycurus, awaking Vice from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Vice? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Lycurus walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open, and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Lycurus, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man had a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs, in the morning, and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? Lycurus tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Vice, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said Lycurus. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? It's a man, right? A man? The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried Lycurus. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry? What's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the death dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As Lycurus watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Lycurus and Vice returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. "Good gravy," he cried. "You made it! You actually made it back!" His left hand grasped Lycoris and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Vice by the cover and swung him through the air. "Gah! By the heavens! Stop shaking me, you fool! We have not even told you if we were successful or not." The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. "I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again." Lycoris withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. "We broke the Death Dream's seal," he said. "At least I think we did." The mayor's face beamed as Lycoris filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the three of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Lycoris cocked his head. "Okay, hang on, this is crazy. Why'd we just lay down and go to sleep?" "Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself." Lycoris and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. "Have you forgotten?" continued Vice. "It is words that control the Death Dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue." With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. "This is the first time," began the mayor. "The first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here." His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Lycoris shook the mayor's shoulder gently. "Good news," he said. "I think we made it." "Oh, wow," said the mayor in an odd voice. "We did it. I'm back." He blinked once, and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. "You two have no idea how much this means. The Death Dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to, well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and became trapped in my own dream." The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Lycoris and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to," said the mayor as a wry smile crossed his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I am sure," said Vice. "For now, you should return to your home and rest." "No," said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. "No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the Death Dream. I have to save them." The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. "This is a holy tree," he explained when the prayer was finished. "It's the guardian of our village's history and memories." "Superstition will only make our mission harder," muttered Vice. "We should not put our faith in the gods." The mayor shook his head. "Not the gods, the words. Legends say that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse." Lycoris and Vice could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. "I say," muttered Vice, "this is certainly a stroke of luck." And the three of them said their goodbyes. Lycoris mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. "I once saw a version of you that was not yourself," muttered the mayor. "What in the world does that mean?" Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. "You know," he said softly, "this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too." Lycoris tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. "Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the Death Dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Lycoris gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? That riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, thank God I don't have to keep reading for a minute.
To a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
That was a long reading.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Dark execution magic. Summon magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies. Oh, okay. Cool.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if
I mean, I had to do a lot of reading. Wasn't as easy for me.
Don't overthink advice.
That was pretty nice, though. Let's just save it real quick. And, I guess we'll just go back. I gotta do something other than just read the whole time, I guess, right? I don't know how people are gonna take that if they
So
see this
how's
and
the
I'm just
village?
reading the whole video.
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words. Really.
Neat.
Yeah, I think you would have liked it there, Kaine.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
Alright. Yeah, let's just go turn this quest and stuff back with Popola, and then I'll probably end the video after that. I don't want to keep this video too long. Although I appreciate if anybody's actually stuck around to watch the rest of the video after all that reading. Alright, we're nearly back home. Oops, sorry, sheep. I didn't mean to hurt you. I was just trying to take these guys out. Alright, we're back. The boy who's always running around outside gave me a super pretty flower today. I wonder if Popola knows what it's called. Who gave her a flower? Did that happen already?
That poor girl.
Alright, we're back. What do you have to say now, Popola?
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
Nah, it's
I'm
fine.
okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick after all.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal?
I
The
have
work
not,
probably
no.
won't happen for a while. But once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things. Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If
You don't
you're willing
say.
to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So the man I originally
Yeah, I might as well
asked to
help out.
on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days.
I do fucking everything else in this goddamn
I'm
village.
starting
No, I'm
to
just
get a
kidding.
little
But no.
worried. So
I don't really
maybe
mind.
You can head over to Seafront and check up on him.
Oh, cool. Maybe
I'll
I can
mark
find
the
that melon
location of
I'm
his
looking
house
for.
on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Got it.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Shouldn't be too hard. Alright, let's just get to the save point real quick.
Canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Does it?
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
Well, you're kind of a dick, Vice. It's not my fault. But anyway, we're gonna leave this video off here, and then in the next one, we'll go to the seafront and check around for that guy and everything. So thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and I hope I see you in the next video. Later.